Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for coming and joining us for the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. Hey, Benji, how you doing, man?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Oh, just another beautiful day. I can't complain. So, yes, we are going to talk a little bit today about what's happening in our market. We've got some news going on. We got a great article that's kind of fun to talk about, and what's happening with new listings. Going to take you into the top five for new listings. And yeah, we are glad to hear Benji with Benji Does, my co-host and producer. And feel free to chime in on the chat if you have any questions. So, what do we got on the docket for today, Benji?
I've got our first question. Well, our question of the day.
Our first and last.
So our news thing talks about tiny homes, and I'm huge. I'm 6'4", and I love tiny homes. I don't know why. I'm mentally ill. It's a thing. But I love tiny homes. But what if you had a tiny home? What feature is absolutely necessary in your imaginary tiny home?
Oh, an absolutely necessary feature. I'm gonna have to go with the drawers and the stairs.
Yeah.
I just love like all the different ideas that they have with tiny homes. Like
Mm-hmm.
just this can, convert into this and maximize this space. But drawers and I want drawers and stairs in my house. I like drawers and stairs. I don't know. Maybe the practicality of it might be horrible. Maybe like every time I go down the stairs, somebody leaves the drawer open.
You step inside of somebody's like clothes and
Maybe get dressed that way. I don't know. You could just like start
Step
with your
into your
underwear in
pants.
the top drawer.
You just get dressed going down the steps every
There you
morning.
go. You're like,
Shoes at the bottom, very comfy, very
socks always
convenient.
go in the bottom drawer.
I think I'd need
I
a
don't know.
bathroom. I need a full bathroom.
Full bathroom. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen a few tiny houses with a wet room where they have the bathroom, shower, and the sink all in one thing. And that's the thing too. They'll put tile and herringbone patterns and everything else because it's like my house and forever have the nicest things. And
It's a wet room. You just get a sponge in there.
yeah,
Or like a giant cat tongue. You just rub up against.
there's just something on the wall.
Oh man. Yeah, I think a full-size shower that'd be all right. I'd take that. I'd sleep standing up to have a full-size shower.
Yeah, I'm not lived in, but I've stayed in like an RV over the summer. It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
okay.
it's doable. It's doable. Yeah. Well, it might be the new trend. We might have to start going that direction with the cost of living, right?
Yeah. Now we've got our local news about the tiny homes, and I'm not on it. There it is. Share this tab. Did it pop up? No, it didn't. So there it is. Here's our news. Tiny homes starting to be a big deal solution for people priced out of Colorado's housing market. And this is far away. This is in Longmont. So that's like northeast of where you're at. But this is mostly like for veterans, I think. Veteran housing to keep them from being homeless. But look how nice they are.
Yeah. No, we've got some great kind of thing. I don't want to say projects, but they are projects that are going up in Summit County with the local affordable housing deed restricted properties. And I just had a client close on one this last week. And I mean, it's a nice place and the price was great. Yeah, she's not going to get the appreciation, but the fact that she's able to call a place her own, she's not worrying about having to deal with getting a rent eviction or something like that. Yeah, it's a good alternative. So so these things sounds like, so these are for veterans. They're kind of smaller, more efficiency type things.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, it's built like a normal house. It's framed and it's got Tyvek and everything else on the side. So it's probably just like a tiny chunk of a house. I wonder if it's got a loft in it or something, though. I doubt that.
Probably not. But yeah, the big challenge up here in the mountains is just all the restrictions on building code and everything. And they're making things like so tight with houses that that and the codes, it gets really expensive.
Yeah. And that's what I noticed too when I was doing a deep dive on tiny homes. A lot of them, they don't want you to have it on land. It's got to be on a trailer.
Yeah, it's good. And then there's HOA restrictions in different places. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if, as time goes on, if government entities become more lenient as far as what they'll allow. Because like, even over like in Park County in Fairplay, when you get over there and you're like, you got like 3 acres in the woods, and you can't live out in an RV there.
No.
They, they won't let you. It's like there's restrictions.
Yeah.
I've sold land over there, and people ask that all the time. Yeah, you can park one there, and maybe you could stay in it occasionally, but can't live out of it. So tiny homes might fall into that same category.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't know. Just the idea of sometimes going off the grid and not
Oh,
being
man.
consumed and owned by the stuff.
Yeah. Well, they've got A-frame cabins that are about the
Yes,
size of tiny homes.
there definitely are those. So,
Yeah.
but then again, you got to have the sewer system, and you
Mhm.
got to have connected power grid. Which brings up another topic of property taxes for vacant land going up. That's a question I've had from a lot of people. What's the minimum if I have vacant land that I can do on my vacant land, get my property taxes down from, being taxed 28, 29% down to like 7%. So, but you got to have sewer, you got to have running water, you got to have electricity. So yeah, or those are some interesting questions that people are having lately.
Nice. Well, here's today's real estate tip on negotiations, just continuing that conversation about perspective changing questions. What is your
Yeah. So
experience with? Can you help me understand what we're talking about?
yeah. So before we were talking about the 4 pillars of successful communication.
Mhm.
Those are the last ones, and just asking the right questions, really trying to learn what it is that motivates an individual, what they're looking for. And then from there, ultimately, we all kind of go into any kind of conversation and negotiations with an agenda, right?
Yeah.
We want to talk about what it is that we want to talk about. We want to get people to see it from our perspective. So first we have to get to where we're seeing what their perspective is to even know what it is we're working with. Next, it's asking the right questions to help change that perspective, or maybe helps them see it from a different light and a different perspective. So first, just opening questions. It's like, where do you start? What are some easy questions? The ones I really like are, what is your experience with? What is your experience with our market here? What is your experience with, I don't know, when I'm talking with one of my kids, what's your experience with how boys look at you when you dress like that?
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
driving.
Throwing an easy low hanging fruit out there. Sorry. Or my mind is. So, and then the other one is, what is your understanding of?
Okay.
What is your understanding um, of the buyer demand in your area?
Mhm.
Talking to somebody that's want to sell their property, and just to kind of understand, that helps bring out to the surface, one, what do they know about it, which may not be really anything, and they admit that off the bat. Well, that's great, because now you're an authority, and they just told you they don't know anything. Or B, they explain what they do know, which may be accurate or maybe not. So you kind of know where you stand. So that's the perspective changes. Those first opening questions: what's your understanding of, and what's your experience with. And again, this is Phil Jones stuff. I got to give credit to him on that, and that's his book, Exactly What to Say. So love that.
Yeah, I like that because it's not dismissive. It requires me to understand more about you rather than just what I bet this guy probably doesn't know nothing, So it gives me an opportunity to let you sound off for a minute and then also change my mind. Yeah, okay, he does know stuff.
Yeah, and yeah, I've been heard. Like you gave me, I feel like I've been heard, and now I'm open.
Yeah.
So
All right, are you ready to show me how the market's doing out there? We're back through
yeah,
the roof. Are we doing price reductions through the roof? I missed a slide.
price decreases through the roof. We're I don't know. We're still seeing a fair amount of price decreases. So you can see kind of from the past week a little bit of what that looks like. We've got 53 price reductions. You had one price increase though. Hey, don't forget that guy. 63 new listings. So we're seeing a good number of new listings come on the market. 64 go under contract. So that kind of keeps us still right in that 450 property number. We didn't see much of an increase in new listings. So, but this is the peak time for listings, the peak time for sales. So I think that this is an indication, though, that our market is still doing pretty dang well. If we jump over to we'll take a look at kind of our market reports, and I stopped sharing it. Let me go back into that guy. So this guy is going to show just kind of a little bit of a chart from over the past couple of years. So you can see our market trends. Got these big spikes in the summer. You can see all the spikes are generally in the summer. It's interesting that kind of over the past year or so, it's a little bit less drastic versus the previous 2 summers. But July, August, September is typically a big selling month. October is a big selling month, and it'll drop off as we go into the winter months. So, but you can kind of see where we are overall from last year. If you look at our total sales volume, we're down 30% of the total number, our total dollar volume, and 27% from the actual number of sales from the previous year. So we are seeing that. But again, the prices haven't dropped a whole lot, 1.3% price per square foot over the previous year. So not a ton of decreases there in our market. Things, and it really just comes down to that supply still being suppressed in an overall market, even though our number of sales are down. So that's a nutshell.
So kind of 2 more months traditionally before sales start to drop off.
Yeah, we've got that, and then when we hit October, there's still things closing, and then November, people are going to the holidays, and their mind is a different place. One of the things we're based on we have about 40% of our market, our buyers come from the Front Range, and so when schools go back in, that's when we do start to see a real shift as far as those buyers. They just get busy with school, and there's Denver market's very school centric.
Right. All righty. How about our top 5 new listings?
Oh, you got 4 top 5.
Here is our first.
Where's our top 5 jingle? Where's our top 5 jingle?
It's coming. We're gonna get one.
Sing us something.
Oh, here comes the top 5. Are you ready for the top 5? The top 5's coming right to you. All right, our first one is $585,000, and it's Ryan Gulch Road in Silverthorne again.
I think this is a great value. These are a good opportunity right now. These Ryan Gulch Buffalo Ridge condo. I've talked a little bit about this before. Great location. You're backing up to all kinds of national forests. You got trails right there. You've got quick shot down into Silverthorne. Lowe's, of course, is right down there at the bottom.
Is that this guy here?
For your big box hardware store. Bring us what was it that's coming over there?
Shrubbery.
A shrubbery. Bring us a shrubbery. A herring. Off track. So these guys, the interesting thing on these, and I mentioned it in a previous show, HOA on these went through the roof. So it's really good value opportunity for somebody. The HOAs went up a lot. They're at over $1,000 a month right now. Most of that is property insurance. And we're just seeing property insurance really high right now. So how long that's going to last before they can get a better rate, I don't know. But I believe that they're going to be able to find at some point a better rate and get those HOAs back down. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. You get carport. This one is totally remodeled. And just to kind of give an idea, I sold one for $599 that wasn't nearly as nice as this one this spring. So kind of changed some things in that whole HOA thing. But like I said, I don't think that's going to be permanent.
That's awesome. $1,000 for HOA makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That just kind of came out of the blue.
I read an article this week of an HOA lady that got sent to jail because she was just like taking all this money from people, and she bought a $30,000 ring and went on vacation and all this stuff.
Ooh, embezzling from your HOA.
Yeah. Here's our next one at 650,000 out in Silverthorne. This is 102 Cuddy Sark Court.
Yeah, so this one I just saw as like kind of a good value for a 3-bedroom with a garage space and 1,174 square feet, built in 1993. Not too exciting to look at, but just to find a 3-bedroom in Summit County in this price range opportunity. There's certainly a lot that somebody could do to it to beautify it. It's all pretty original, but coming in at right around $550 a square foot, I thought that was a pretty good value. Should see that one have some good activity.
Do you get one of these garages over here?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a garage space included, and then your HOA fees are only $256 a month. So
It's close to
that's
that Ryan
nice.
Gulch one too.
Yeah, it's right up in that same area. So if you're looking for kind of get a little more space for the money, this I think would be a good one. Somebody that can go in and put some swing to it could really benefit.
All right, here comes our last one. This one is in Keystone, 433 Wild Irishman Road.
Yeah. So this one is in Keystone. You can short-term rent this one. Completely redone 4-bedroom Wild Irishman. This seems like they did a really nice job on it. I've actually never seen a Wild Irishman this nice. It's a little bit of an older building, 1972 build, but man, this thing is just decked out.
Yeah, so looks like they did a really good job remodeling this.
Yeah, top to bottom. I mean, everything like that fireplace looks like it's got like a steel face on it. Super cool on that. Really cool modern look. Yeah, I've never seen anybody do this nice of a job on a Wild Irishman.
Yeah, they did a great job. It looks nice. I love this, the floating
vanity. Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Cool. That's really cool. You get some great ideas. The gold. Do you like the gold? The gold's coming back, man.
It looks good. I mean, if I talk about it, it caught my eye. Hey, there we go.
Hey, that is like your tiny home bunks.
Yep, there's your bunks.
This one is really cool, man. I think you get some great ideas out of this. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And yeah, fun complex, great pool, great grounds, right there in the bus access. So I think that's a good one. Somebody ought to jump on that. Under $1 million for a 4-bedroom.
All right, we got 2 more. This one is double the price of the last one. 105 Moss Way in Silverthorne. This is pretty. I like the color scheme on this.
Yeah, it's a good home. I kind of wanted to talk about this development a little bit on its own. It's just north of Silverthorne, Summit Sky Ranch. They have a lot of the houses. They've got like a handful of floor plans, so there's not a ton of choices, but they're very clean lines, very good looking places, and it's really cool community. They got that's the clubhouse right there. You've got the lake. If you zoom out a little bit, they've got like a paddleboard lake where you can go.
Is that this?
They got a boathouse there, dog park right next to it. So this whole area was part of the greener lake there is actually a quarry. So they're quarrying out materials, gravel, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they turned this other one into a cool pond, and they've created wetlands and stuff. So the Everest family has owned all this, and they developed it, and they created this community. And I think it's a really neat community lifestyle. I like these a lot.
Let's see what it looks like up close.
Yeah, kind of get an idea of.
I like the outside of it. It's really super nice looking.
Yeah, real clean lines. So a lot of them have kind of like a flat sloped roof, if that makes any sense. It's not a pitched roof, but it still has a slope to it, or a gabled roof. So, but yeah, I mean, they're not enormous. This one's 2,300 square feet, but just really well put together. This is kind of like what I'd call a mountain modern.
Is it called split level, where it's not necessarily 2 different levels?
Yeah, kind of it comes as it is a split level, kind of come up a half a level and then go both two ways from there. So
I like this one a lot.
yeah, you're just really clean, but you've got like those natural materials. So it feels like it's a mountain place. It's not too modern. There's the
And this
clubhouse.
like shared
Cool.
clubhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. They've got exercise room in there. They've got kind of a community area. Pretty
My
cool.
phone went off. Pardon me.
That's all right.
I'm a professional, I promise.
Call me. Call me
Yeah,
if
this
anything
place is
goes.
pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The little yoga studio, you got creeks. It's yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Well, it backs up to all the national forest and wilderness area.
Is
So
this that boathouse you were talking
that
about?
boathouse. Yep. So
It's
yeah,
too cool. Is that a bike
yeah.
trail?
I
Wow.
wonder. They might have bike trails there. I know they got
Wow.
kind of hiking trails around there. So it does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice
Yeah.
house. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Save the best for last, or at least the biggest one for the
The most
last.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one's about the size of that Lowe's we were looking at from a satellite. But this is
Right?
coming in at 14 big ones, and
Yeah.
it's in Breckenridge, 27 Peak 8 Court. Look at
So
this thing.
this is all about the location.
We'll do the map first then.
So you at the base of Peak 8 ski area, you got a single family home, about 5,000 square foot home, 5 bed, 6 bath. And yeah, as you can see, there aren't a lot of places that are like right next to skiing like this one. So somebody's going to be able to just ski right back to their house and ski on out of there. It's pretty cool.
That is crazy.
Yeah. You got both Peak 7 gondola, Peak 8 gondolas right there or not gondolas, but chairlifts right at the base. You got the gondola going to town right close by. So it's right in the heart of it for sure. So yeah, just under 5,000 square feet, built in 2017, 5 bed, 6 bath, 3 car garage. And
This picture don't want to load. Uh-oh.
no load.
Let me reload really quick. Maybe
You have to
something's
pay.
wrong
You
on
have to
my
pay
end.
extra.
I gotta pay extra.
It's going to cost you a little more than 14 million to see
There
the
they
picture.
go. All right. Man, that's just so pretty to me.
Yeah, very pretty.
I've seen this before. It's got an
Yeah,
elevator in it. Look at that with glass walls.
I know. It's like
There's a reason why this thing's 14 million, right?
Charlie. It's got the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory elevator in it.
Man.
The great glass elevator.
This thing. Look at this. This is just like a chunk.
Yeah, that is
See that?
cool.
Man,
That does look. Yeah, that is cool. Big old chunk.
I love the way that they did this roof
That's
too.
that's pretty wild style. I like a lot of steel that they used. A lot of steel in there, just incorporated. Super clean lines, but enough wood to where it doesn't feel cold.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes you can go too. It's got a lot of
Cool looking
modern look, but
fixtures. What is this on the wall here?
what are you looking at?
This tiny little thing over here on the left. I guess it's something to do with the toilet. Maybe it's to see who's at the door or something.
Oh, maybe it's a Japanese like automated toilet injection sheet.
14 million. I already know this is stuff that I'm never gonna see in my life.
Yeah, maybe not the glass elevator. Man, look at that.
That is cool.
That I've never seen an elevator like that in a house. That is pretty sweet.
It's like you're traveling in a jewel case.
Yeah.
I'd pose like an action figure every time I went up and down.
Oh my god.
This is so cool. Look at this. You can take a bath and look at all that. That's so crazy.
That is cool. That is cool. Nobody out there looking at you.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is.
I'm gonna have to go see that.
I would have done a terrible job at guessing the price of this place.
Yeah, I have to go see that one. It's one of the cool things about being in real estate. You get to
go to all the cool
Let
places.
me go look at that place.
Nice garage too. It's a garage in a garage.
Hey,
It just
really?
keeps going. Yeah.
Never.
Wow.
So
Very
that
impressive.
was our top listing of the day. That's the most expensive one I've seen in a while, as far as I can think of. So yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Well, that wraps it up for today, eh?
It does.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. I hope you got some good information out of this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, message me, and you can also look me up on my website, skisummithomes.com. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back in the mountains sometime soon. Take care. See you, Benji.
See ya.